Hello from Parsley Hill Spaniels. There they are. Cheesy's inside. She declined coming out for a walk. It's still cloudy, but it's very warm. It's very nice. Keep having a few showers, but don't mind showers, do we, Gladys? Oh, look at that flank. Believe it or not, her fur is growing back. It's just that she's lost it in other places. Isn't you, sweetheart? But seeing as it's growing back on her face and on her leg, she keeps still, then we're pretty sure that this will grow back as well. It won't hurt her for now anyway. It's not as if it's the middle of winter. Hey, sweetheart. We'll see how that goes. What on earth is that doing that for? Don't know. Okay. Find out later. Well, just back from being prodded and poked at the MRI. Find out results of that later. But in the meantime, Teddies need to be seen to. And they complained because they didn't get their feed until I came in. Did you? Hang on. They were only on their own for about 4.5, 5 hours, so it's not bad. I thought it was going to be longer than that. But they're good teddies. They caved themselves. You've still got green on you. Oh. I suspect you're going to get more green on you tomorrow when we do some more painting. And the Major does more welding. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a leaf bud thing. Oh, okay. This is one of the wild roses, or dog rose, as we call them in the UK. That is definitely willow. Let's put you over here. There we are. Instead of walking into it. So how have you all been keeping since this morning? I probably won't put this one up until tomorrow, so hope you're all well. Let me know. Hope you're keeping safe. I did see that the States have got some major weather coming through again. Oh my. You guys are just not getting a break, are you? It's such a shame. Tornadoes and flash flooding and all sorts. Good spray. Keep yourself safe, won't you? Hopefully by the end of the month the weather will have settled down and we can get on enjoying. It'll be the last part of spring, won't it? And going into June and then start of summer. Oh my, that sounds so quick, doesn't it? That's awful. What were you doing? Were you rolling? You were, weren't you? Oh my. Oh. Don't want to see that, thank you, Gladys. Oh, don't want it to go so quickly. Slow down. Slow down, yeah? Slow down. It's a heck of a transitional year for us anyway. One part of me wants it to hurry up and get done. And another part of me is like, can we just slow down a bit? Still getting used to this idea. Only just got used to the idea of being married to a granddad. Mind you, I am a granny, but I'm going to be married to a pensioner and a granddad. It's going to be the first time in 42 years that my hubby will be called Mr. Since he was 18, he hasn't been called Mr. was a private and Lance Jack and corporal, sergeant, staff sergeant, WO2, yeoman warder, and then captain and major. So it's going to be a bit different. But then again, he's only going to be called Mr. for 18 months, 2 years. And then fingers crossed all goes well, and then he'll be Doctor. That'll be good. So proud of him for doing what he's doing. So proud. And to go through it and do it with all his injuries and that as well. Bless you. I'm hoping he'll slow down and just have a few days where he just watches the Teddies do their thing in the garden and on the property and listens to the birds. Knowing hubby, he'll still want to be doing everything at 100 miles an hour. The bees. Just checking to make sure it's bees and not wasps. Do shout if anybody can see a wasp nest there. I have to deal with them straight away. It's the froggies. Come on then. Come on, we'll do Sveddy mustard meander. I still haven't had a caffeine yet. So I'm being well behaved. Come on, off we go. This lot got a special dinner, didn't you? They got bratwurst and smoky sausages, big smoky bangers and things. What are you doing, Eric? Wait. Putting your head in things is how you get porcupine quills, mister. Come on. Yeah, so they got smoky sausages and bratwurst, didn't you? You loved all that, and Cheesy did as well. Cheesy especially, she loves a good sausage. Is our Treesy. She can smell sausages at 100 paces. And she'll be right there. She can be sound asleep downstairs. But as soon as she smells, I should say, a sausage being opened, she's there straight away. What are you trying to eat now? Oh. Oh. I was thinking about this time in the 70s, like mid-70s, 76, 77, 78, when we had the heat wave in the UK. So we're coming up for Whitsun week, well, another week or so, which is the school half terms. They get a half semesters, I suppose you call it. You get a week off halfway through your semester, halfway through your term. And we always used to go, well, we lived by the sea anyway, but we always used to go down to Westward Ho during the nice days. And I was saying to hubby how I can remember we'd go first thing in the morning. It's only 3 miles away, through country lanes. And Gran and Grandad would pack up a big picnic and the deck chairs and the windbreaker and the flasks and squashes, which for those over here is a cordial that you mix with water to make a drink for a child. Make up all the squashes, and we'd have our swimming beach wear, and then we'd have something to get changed into so we're nice and warm afterwards. Edward, don't do that. And how we'd go first thing in the morning, so it'd be like 9 o'clock in the morning we'd arrive, and if the tide was in, so we couldn't get to the beach, Gran and Grandad used to set up camp in the car park right by the slipway, and then as the tide went out, Grandad would go and stake a claim on the beach and then that's where the family would set up for the rest of the day. or if the tide was out or going out when we got there, they'd stake their claim on the beach. The deck chairs and the windbreaks, the picnic baskets, and then us kids would have our buckets, spades, nets, all that sort of thing, and we'd go off and swim and look in the rock pools and make sand castles and all of that. Coming back every now and then to shove a sandwich in our mouths and some squash and maybe a cake, little cake. If the weather was bad, or if the tide came in, so it was like funny time for the tides, then the afternoons we used to go to the amusements and go on the penny machines and also play the amusement bingo. And depending on how many people were in the bingo would depend on what you won. So if there was more than 20 people playing and you won a line, you'd get a full credit. If there was less than 20 people, you got half a credit. And we used to collect these during the week, or for us all through the summer, because obviously we lived down there. And then towards the end of the season or the end of the week or whatever, we'd go and spend these credits in the bingo shop. You'd come out with all sorts. Obviously sticks of rock and packets of fudge and things like that. But you could come out with a set of saucepans or a bathroom set, or a little hamper, you know, it's had tea, coffee, biscuits and things in. All these weird and wonderful things that have been there. Jars that would have, they called them pebbles, but they weren't pebbles, they looked like pebbles, but they were mints, hard mints. Have those. Bath salts and things. Sometimes I wish we could go back there like that. Do you ever wish that you could go back and just relive something? Because I think we knew at the time that it was fantastic and fabulous. Me and my cousins, Sharon and Andrew, and the rest of them, like Debs and Karen and Keith, and all come down. Angie, Alison, Tommy. And then you've got Missy and Andy and Julie, Brad, Jeff, and the list goes on. We've got Tracy's and Ian's and Jason's and Gary's and Bruce's, all sorts. But I think we all knew that it was a great time and we were having a fantastic time. Don't think we actually understood that it would end, if that makes sense. So I'd like to go back and do that. Be nice. Because you know how we used to end the day? We used to end the day going out to the tours and watching the sunset, and then going to the fish and chip shop at the holiday camp at Braddock's. I think Braddock's still has a fish and chip shop. And if they don't, Rob, why haven't you got a fish and chip shop at Braddock's? We used to go and get fish and chips and pile back in the car and go back to Gran and Grandad's and eat our fish and chips. It's great. Wish we could do that again. With the exception of take this lot. Excuse me, Adelaide. Wait, hey, what? No, come on, out. Excuse me. No idea what she's trying to get hold of there. Come on, you. Probably a stone. Yeah, with the exception of take this lot, because I think this lot would love running on the beach and the dunes, and oh, they'd love it. And has anybody invented a time machine yet? Hang on, I'll just wait for a second. Nope, okay, you haven't done it yet. Or a teleport machine. I'll just wait. Nope, nobody's invented one yet. Well, you know, if you do, teleport here, or use your time machine. Come pop and see us, and I know exactly where we would like to go. You could take us to Westwood Ho, and we'd also go and get a Hawkins ice cream as well. And then you could take us to Waitrose so I can do some shopping. I do miss Waitrose. And maybe Lidl and Aldi as well. And Tesco's. Marks and Spencer's, yeah. We'll go on a shopping trip. Not sure this lot would behave themselves though in there. I was thinking about next time I had to take one of them to the vets, taking them in PetSmart and letting them choose a chew, but I got a feeling they'd eat the whole lot in the shop. They wouldn't understand the concept of, no, we need to go and pay for it first. Would you? Hey, come on, it's getting warm and hot. Nearly. It's nearly bursting. Look. I reckon another couple of days and it'll be there. And I can hear bees. I wonder if they're over on here. And I've got the dryer on. I wonder if they're over here. Because the little flowers are out. No, yes, no. Oh, plane. I wonder where he's going. That'll be us in August. Come on, off we go. Off for 5 days down to Frisco. I do like San Francisco. Come on, let's get you in. Get you all relaxed because you're all hot now. Yeah, you're going to flop down somewhere. Yeah. Well, this lot's going to say goodbye and they'll see you again soon. Look at those tongues. Won't you? That green on her. Oh, heavens, never mind. It'll work its way out eventually. Right. Until next time, everybody. Stay safe. Look after each other and happy sniffs.